Shalom, shalom, call halal, Yahabashim, Yashabashim, Makakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to the elect, men, women, and children that believe are the 1/3. I've been meditating on this scripture. I mean, it's a known scripture, but pulling some more meat off the bone as we become more seasoned and aged in the truth, which is James 1:8. I just quoted. I got the sword in the trunk. I should have pulled it out the trunk. So used to using a digital Bible. But James 1:8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Now, you might think, let's get to the root cause of that. Now, what caused a man to be double-minded is him not having goals or plans. And we know as men of the Lord, our top plan is to make it to the kingdom. Our top priority is Yahweh Shem Yahushai. However, you also have your personal life too. Up under that. And if you don't have, you being a man, you being the head, the father, is a man, and Abba means what? Strength for the house. Not necessarily get into a household, but in your life period, because house actually comes from the Latin word bogate, a body from the word bogate, which means your house, which your body houses your spirit, so a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. It's one from his priorities, so you might have different and multiple things you want to do, but you don't have a schedule or a priority of doing it, or you don't have what's important down pat or written out, because at the end of the day, you can't get no more time. Motherfucking lawnmower, man. You can't get no more time. Let me turn the air on. Let's see. Try to roll the window down so y'all won't hear this air conditioner. It's hot as hell today. But you can't get no more time on earth, right? If the Lord is, 24 hours in a day, if the Lord said you're going to die at 47 years old, you don't know that, but shit, that's when you're going to take you up out of here. And you can't get no more time. You know what I mean? So you have to prioritize in your life what's important, and the main priority is Yahweh Shai. But even when it comes to the Lord, you want to put yourself on some type of schedule to how things is done. Because when you don't, and you don't stick to that, and we gotta be solid on the things we doing and we want to do, and we can't let outside forces or influence shift us from the things we want to do. We gotta be solid, because now you start to scramble. Say for instance, 5 o'clock every day you pick your girl up from work or some shit. She don't have a car right now. But say you wanna go fishing, and you be like, oh man, I'm gonna go to the lake. Then you go to the lake, go fishing, and you lose track of time or traffic build up. So what? Now you rushing to get her. Then she become mad because she stood out there for half an hour. And you like, oh shit, I was at the lake, I lost track of time. But you never planned to go fishing. This shit actually happened to me in my younger years when I was around 22. So this is kind of actual testimony. You never planned to go fishing. You just did it out of, impulse. And us as men is not good to be impulsive. That's kind of like a trait of Eve, because they vibrate off emotions and feelings and emotions are very fleeting. So she calls you and be like, forget it, I done caught a cab to the house. And you like, oh man, I could have stayed at the lake. Why you do that? She's like, well, I was out there half an hour. I just jumped in an Uber. So now you rushing, or you might have say you got into a small fender bender rushing to get her. Right? You hit somebody, you rear-ended somebody. So for your insurance don't go up, you just gave them a couple $100, small bump. You like, yo, you could easily get that fixed, huh? Here go $300-400, get that fixed. I don't want to report it to the insurance. Dude agree, y'all work it out outside the insurance, whatever. But now the money you had for the $400 you had to tune your car up or get an oil change, you put it off. So you don't tune your car up, you don't get the oil change, you don't fix that ball joint that keep getting louder, and your fucking wheel fall off. And now what? You don't have a car, right? So now what? You was using this car to like get to camp. You was using this car to pick up your girl, your kids, get back and forth to work, this and that. So you kind of like thrown way out of whack, all because what? You decided to impulsively go fishing or go to the lake or do something you don't normally do. Now, don't get it twisted. Things pop up and, things happen. Things pop up and things happen. They cutting grass by my car. I do not want this fucking, let me get away from here, because they get this fucking pollen on my car and my allergies start acting crazy, because my allergies been good this year. All praises to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So I'm gonna just swing around the block and park on the main strip. But anyway, so your priorities get thrown out of whack, right? So now you might lose your job because you can't get to your job. So you're dealing with a lot of frustrations. So, and when you look up unstable, it says inconstant, you know what I mean, and restless. Now, I mean, when you look it up in the blue letter, what the definition is inconstant and restless. So you never like consistent. You never like kind of on time. You just like all your life is kind of like all over the place. So it's kind of like good to put yourself on a type of schedule and stick to it to get some order in Iraq. You know what I mean? Order is the enemy of confusion. You know what I mean? So 1 Corinthians 14:33. God is not the author of confusion. But when you double-minded and you just randomly doing things, just going with the flow, people in the world move like this all the time. You ask them like, yo, what's going on today? They just kind of like, fuck it, take it how the days come. Now, we don't boast of tomorrow, everything Lord's will. We don't boast of tomorrow. Salakia, just kind of like impromptu, trying to park this whip up right here, because they cutting grass and shit. I do not want to be around that grass really triggered my allergies really bad. So, yeah, double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So, that's just an example, you know what I mean? And now what? It goes into the word restless. So now what? You rushing. God damn, that's Satan, man. What the fuck you doing? I did all that shit for this motherfucker to just come and blow the fucking, oh my God. Anyway, man, I'ma just deal with it. Fucking just got a car wash too. But anyway, Salakia, these distractions. But you get a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways, based on being impulsive, based on not moving to a schedule, based on not having order in your life. So now you become restless. Oh, I gotta rush to do this. I gotta rush to do that. I gotta make it here and make it here. And remember, you only got so many hours in a day. And a certain amount of that goes towards sleep. Certain amount of that goes towards transportation time. Certain amount of that goes towards getting dressed, right? Because these are things, washing your ass. So these are things like a must you have to do, So every day. So that might be 6 or something hours going. So now when you impulsively just moving around doing things, you kind of get like thrown out of whack, and other things can intervene to where you inconsistent, you thrown off track. So, us being in the truth, we all fall victim to this to some extent, especially being in this world. Not to give no excuse or nothing. We just striving for the best in these chains of darkness under Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. But, people in the world is terrible at this, you know what I'm saying? And that's why they find themselves in all types of situations. They have no morals, they have no time schedules, they just very impulsive in doing things. It's a saying, it says the wise is instructed by reason, the average by experience, the wise is instructed by reason, the smart by experience, the fools through necessity, and the brute by impulse, right? So a wise man is instructed by reason, the average by necessity. The average person by experience, Salaki. So the wise is instructed by reason, the average person by experience, the fool through necessity, right? Just because you need something don't mean you have to actually do it, right? Or just because you have access to do it don't mean you should do it, right? But you don't want to blow opportunities neither. It's a balance. And the brute, meaning like you on a low level like an animal, you operate off of impulse, So Lord willing, that was, kind of like butchered that a little bit, but I got it together at the end. So Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. So, just try your best in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai to try to not be impulsive. Try not to be just going with the air, and try not to be blown in every wind, like the scriptures say. It was talking about doctrines, but you know what I mean? Because, people will come and try to move you. I need you to do this. You got to tell motherfuckers to wait. Or you just tell them no. You know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm doing something right now. You got to wait till tomorrow. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people want you to move when they want you to move. Because people are very selfish. You know what I mean? People are me creatures. Me. Right? So they like, yo, I need you to do this. Especially if they know you or know what you're doing, they might feel as though what you're doing is not important. You know what I mean? So they probably be like, yo, I need you to do this. So now you stop what you're doing. Now emergencies do happen. But a lot of times people just try to, get you to, jump and budge when they want to. You know, I come from an era where you had beepers, where you had answer machines and shit like that. You know what I mean? You ain't have a cell phone. So you had to wait to talk to somebody. You know what I mean? So everything is like microwave generation now. So you got to make sure people is not shifting you. You know what I mean? And sometimes people will try to put urgency on shit just for you to move, and the shit really not even that serious. You know what I mean? So you tell them like, yo, or they might ask you what you doing, and you tell them what you doing, and they be like, well, I need you to do this. You know what I mean? Normally, guys don't really come like that, unless, you know what I mean. Normally, a man in his natural element, normally be like, oh, all right, when you done, just let me know. You know what I mean? Normally, it'd be Eve, whether it's your mom, your girl, your cousin, your auntie. They just be like, yeah, you know, call me back right now, or like, and then, you know, it's like, nah, like, you know, you gotta wait till I'm free, or once I'm done doing this, then I'll call you back. But I ain't about to be, you know, on the phone with you for no whole 2 hours or this and that, you know. So, you know, it's just about prioritizing and not being impulsive. So a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So Lord willing, we can correct this as much as possible and add some character to us. In the name of Yahweh Shem Shalom.